Welcome back everyone to some more Third Age Reforged. I hope you're having a wonderful day. My name is Mighty Eskimo 6 and welcome. I already said that, never mind. Welcome back. Okay, cringy opening over. Alright, this battle is a 4v4, a Hobbit Civil War. Now you're wondering, Hobbits? Yeah, it's the whole R8, well, 8 members of the RH clan, the Renegade Hobbits clan. That is what I'm trying to say. Go head to head in a vicious battle to the death. Now let's get in and see who dies, or who is in the participation, who is participating in this battle. I cannot speak. Oh well, that I am trying. That's part of my charm. Okay. Over here, to start off, we have the wonderful kingdom of Arthedain, led by DF. I know he says DF, but he's also in RH, so just yes. It's Lord Finron Felagund. He has some Knights of Innuminos, where his general is. There he is. He also has some Dunedain scouts. Over here he has some Grey Company. He has some Evenden archers for a front line. Looks like 2 units of the... yeah, 2 units of Evenden archers, 1 unit of Arthedain marksmen. He has 1 unit of Hobbitry at arms, hidden. He has some Wardens of the North. Very good range unit there. He has a good phalanx of 4 Nostaran Knights and Arthedain Pikemen, who are not upgraded. But he has, looks like, 3 units, 2 units of each, and some dismounted Knights of Innuminos, and more dismounted Knights of Innuminos. Alright, that's his army. Let's go over to the second player, who is Captain Gervais, leading, surprise, surprise, Dwarves of Erebor. He has some Ironfoot Halberds who are spread out. We have some Ironfoot Axe Throwers, Ironfoot Hammer Guard, a very elite unit. We have Sons of Durin, another very elite unit. Erebor Legionaries, Axe Guard of Erebor, Ironfoot Axe Throwers, that's the word. Some more Halberds that are in loose formation. He has 2 units of Ironfoot Crossbowmen. Yep. He has Ironfoot Pikes and Ironfoot Warriors mixed on in there. Several units of each. And that looks like it about does it for his army. No other hidden units. Okay. Oh, and the Blacklock Engineers. I was gonna say, and that's where his general is. I was gonna say he usually brings a unit of Blacklock Engineers. I mean, they're really good. I'm like, why? What? Usually you do. They're just that good. Anyway, on to Dale. We have the Steward of Dale. How fitting. All right, he has some Earls of Dale. He also has some Laketown Spearmen, phalanx of Laketown Infantry, which are sadly going away in the next patch. Morquendi Pikes. Looks like 2 units of Morquendi Pikes and 3 units of Sword of Infantry. Got more Spearmen over there. Some Swordmasters of Karnan who have a morale buff. So very good, and that's really what the these lower tier, even these Morquendi Pikes, because they're really good head-on, but once they get on the side, they rout fairly easily. And we have some more Blackshot Dragon Slayers, which is where his general is. Now, his archer skirmish line consists of Barding Marksmen, Morquendi Bows, who are very good in melee and range, and more Bardian Marksmen. And more Earls of Dale. So on to the final army of the blue team. It's me. I'm in this battle. I'm playing as Rohan, and I'm bringing my standard Rohirrim comp, but I did push enter, so my army is not in a beautiful formation. But anyway, we shall continue on. I have some Riddermark skirmishers who are really good at taking out other cav. Got Eowyd of Alberg. Got the First Marshal's Bodyguard. Eastmark Riders. Looks like 2 units of them. Nope, 1 unit. Sorry, I can't count. I have my Middlesfield Guard. There's Theoden, my general. Got some Sons of Earl in here. There's Eomer. Got some more Eowyd of Aldburg. more Riddermark skirmishers, and the Red Shield of Erkenbrand, who are a very good missile cav unit, archer unit. My front line consists of 4 Riddermark Eastmark spearmen, 2 Eowyn shield maidens, and 2 units of Helmingus. That's it. Over here, we have Cardolin, led by Bloodbath McGrath. He has some Greenwatch Garrison spears, some Minas Tirith sharpshooters, Greenwatch Garrison spearmen, Greenwatch Garrison footmen, who are a cheap pike unit, but they are definitely more than enough suited to kill my cav and beat my very weak, very flimsy front line. Minotaur Roman Guardians, I love this unit, it's very good. And I believe that's his general in there. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's his general. It's not a bad unit to put it in. I like to put my general in here because, I mean, you're protecting this good unit anyway. So why not? We have more garrison footmen, some more sharpshooters, and more spearmen. Over here we have some Minas Tirith swordsmen, followed by Tharbad warhammers and Minas Tirith spearmen. Here we have some Aaronvorn axemen, good AP. He has some Dunedain commanders, a fairly good cav unit. Some mercenary cav, which has a bonus against cavalry, so definitely worthwhile against Rohan. And we have more mercenary cavalry here as well. That does it for Cardolin. On over here to Harad, we have Tundra's Fox, very skilled player, experienced. He has some Serpent Guard. He has some Haradrim Raiders, 2 units of them, Black Serpent Bodyguard, which that's where his general is. We have Muhad Berserkers, Trollmen Harad, 2 units of them, and 2 units of Muhad Berserkers. 1 unit of Dismounted Serpent Guard, who do not have the armor upgrade. We have 1 unit of Haradrim Spearmen over here. We got some Muhad Beast Hunters. They throw javelins. And a phalanx of Muhad Warriors and Southron Pikemen. I believe the Southron Pikemen have armor piercing, so that is very useful and unusual in a pike unit, but it's very, very effective against armored foes. Which going against Dale, not so much, but definitely the dwarves or some other armored faction, it would help a lot. His skirmishing line consists of Haradrim archers. Looks like 2 units of them. And he has some Haradrim spearmen out in front to act as a buffer. On to the next army, which is the Realm of Imladris. We have Inarius. He has some Eldarenwe Hiromairo, some Gwathi Rogdor. Very good looking Gwathi Rogdor. We have Norrentino Cavalry. We have some Eldarenwe Herukminga. Imladris Guardians. 2 units of them. 1 unit of the Gwaith E Arthan, which has his general in it. Got some more Eldarenwe Heruhatal. Eldar Makar, 2 units of them, and looks like 2 units of Eldar Hatar, and 1 unit of and another unit of Eldar Makar. And oh yeah, some more Imladris Guardians right there. And oh, that's not him. And some more Eldar Quingba over here. The final army is the Witch Realm of Angmar, led by Stud Balrog. He has some Witch Realm Inquisitors. Very good cav unit, definitely designed to take out other cav. And look, it's the Witch King. Just in case you didn't know, there's the Witch King, now you do. Alright, we have Guardians of Karndum and Witch Realm Pikemen, a very formidable pike line, just a good phalanx. This is just a very formidable phalanx that an orc faction, one of the few an orc faction can bring. It's a very good one. Here he has more Angmar halberds, again in loose formation, much like Gervais does. He has Witch Realm Scourge Raiders. Angmar halberds who are facing backwards. It's a secret tactic. Over here he has some Witch Realm Blackguard, which has his general in it, and he has some Trolls of Gundabad. And over here he has Warg Riders, 2 units of them. Alright, that about does it for the army compositions. Let's get started. Alright. So not much going on right away, but then again, that is to be expected right off the battle, you know, when the battle starts. Looks like Stewed Balrog is pulling back a couple of his units, and I believe I am trying to, yes, get my formation ready because I clicked enter, because that's usually what I do. Alright, over here, we have Tundra's Fox moving up and getting shot, absolutely shot, by Dale's skirmishing powers. I mean, Morcoindi bows and Bardian marksmen are nothing to sneeze at. These things are, both units are really good at range, and both are pretty good in melee actually, but they're just getting point blank shots into the very lightly defended, you know, Southron units and Haradrim units. They're not armored, especially now that the Southron pikemen are in front, which is a very, very squishy unit to arrow fire. Now it looks like Steward of Dale, or the Steward of Dale, is pulling back his archers and going to rely heavily on his front line. Right. So over here, I am being fairly aggressive, using my Elrid and Riddermark skirmishers to try to take out his Haradrim raiders. Oh, looks like we have some more thieves of Tharbad. They're very... I like this unit. Very good. Oh, my Riddermark skirmishers throwing their javelins into the Haradrim spearmen. Not a good use of their ammo. Several of them have died. But as you can see now, Tundra's Fox has he completely went for the rush, right? And he stopped. Oh, with the javelin from the hidden Lake Town River Patrol. Looks like he has 2 units of them. Oh, very, very brutal. Ho, ho, ho. Very nice. Looks like Steward of Dale is trying to wrap around with his spearmen. And it's a dance with the Cav on this side. It is a distinct dance because Tundra's is definitely in a position of panic because he's trying to attack Dale, but Dale has Earls of Dale to ride down his archers, and he has to worry about mine. And yes, I did mismanage my first Marshal's bodyguard. There's only down 12 of them out of however many there were before. Very elite unit, but it's now down to very, very little. About half strength, I believe. But now this Black Serpent bodyguard, which is a really good unit, is just crippled my Erin of Aldberg. These Greenwatch Garrison spears are going after my Riddermark skirmishers. I have to be very careful. I gotta get them out of there. They're not good against spears. Oh yeah. So I guess what I'm trying to do in this situation is keep Tundra's more on edge because, you know, Tundra's is just a very, very, very good player. And alone, I don't think I would be able to beat him. I know that's probably not saying much, but I do risk charging my Eastmark riders into this flank of Trollman of Harad, getting super close to those stakes, but it pays off. Just trying to bounce around, make him panic, make him micro more things than just one. Over here on this end, I'm trying, and slightly unsuccessfully, trying to flank around, but now my Sons of Earl are taking on the Mercenary Cav and the Dunedain Commanders. Now, even though the Mercenary Cav are lower tier, in sustained combat, as you can see, they are ripping through my Sons of Earl. And that's just what a unit that has an anti-cav bonus can do. It just works like that. So I'm trying to flank around, trying to wrap around and eventually charge Cardolin from the rear. I guess we'll head over here. Looks like Imladris is charging in, getting into the Ironfoot crossbowmen before they have time to react, before they could even fire, actually. Well, I'm sure they fired a few volleys, but they already get charged while they are reloading. Ironfoot crossbowmen are pulling back. Eldar Makar are going forward, but they're taking on the Erebor Legionaries, and I think we know who will win that fight. Eldar Hatar are trying to wrap around the Dwarvish phalanx, but this Axe Guard of Erebor could be used to help bolster the side defenses. Yep, getting that good charge bonus in. They have a really good charge. And so it's Elven skill against Dwarven Iron. Yeah, Dwarven Iron. And Ironfoot Halberds are wrapping around. We even have Ironfoot Axe Throwers over here. We're going to throw in their payload, it looks like, into the Elder Enway Heru Hatal. And that is a really good target for them. The Elder Enway Heru Hatal have loads of armor, and the Ironfoot Axe Throwers are good against armor, at least when thrown. I'm not sure about melee. Over on this side, just lots of skirmishing going on between Arthedain and the Witchworm of Angmar, who have lots of Snaga. Over here we have Dunedain Scouts who came in for the charge, which is, it can be very effective. Not many people expect a charge from a, mounted ranged unit. They expect them to use all their ammo first, and I'm sure they didn't use all their ammo. I mean, their swords are out because they did melee. Unless they are out of ammo. Yeah, it looks like they are. Huh. I mean, we're not that far along in the battle. Anyway, over onto the far side of the battle. It looks like Cardolin has clashed with my front line. My Eastmark Spearmen. My poor Eastmark Spearmen. And we got the garrison, the footmen here. Once the garrison footmen get into the melee, it's GG. Poor GG for my spearmen. They just do not have the reach. But over here we have the Helmingas. I'm pretty sure they are out of ammo, but they are wrapping around. Got the Meadowsill Guard who say they're firing, but they actually don't. They actually have, loads of ammo left, from what I recall. More Helmingas trying to flank. But Eowyn's Shield Maiden's just going and throwing their payload into the garrison spearmen, and look at that. They're just dropping like flies. Now, one could say we should save that for, the Eowyn Shield Maidens for something that's armored, but something that's not armored works beautifully well, and this is something that my army just can't beat because of the reach that they have. Pikes, Rohirrim, are beaten by pikes because they have no real answer to pikes in a hand-to-hand combat. Because pikes are just good. Anyway, we had the Minas Tirithlan sharpshooters firing, and it looks like into the Eowyn Shield Maidens, and that is a good target because the Eowyn Shield Maidens are really good in melee and in range. Here we got more Sons of Earl going into the Dunedain Rangers. A very, very good target. That was a very good charge too. Looks like we have Gwathul attackers here. You can hide anywhere. They're not they're better in ranged, as most all ranged units are. Yep. And it's just chaos over on this front. I'm trying to use the cav to my cav to my abilities, but Bloodbath McGrath is trying to use his superior numbers to crush my flank, and it looks like he does. I lost an entire unit of spearmen right there. Tharbad Warhammers are just going to clean their way through the Eastmark Spearmen. Anyway, we played against combined forces of Dale and Rohan. Cav have just absolutely destroyed Tundra's Haradrim. I mean, he does have Hoshari Shadows who are nothing to sneeze at least in range. And then some Haradrim Spearmen. And his, Black Servant Bodyguard over here. They're still alive, along with some Serpent Guard. And Dale is trying to come over and help me, which is good. Always help your allies, because then you can pull off cool plays. But that's also leaving him very vulnerable to the Haradrim Archers, the Hoshari Shadows, and rear charges by the Serpent Guard. I mean, look at that. This Swordmasters of Karnan unit just lost loads of people. Loads of men in their unit. So yes, he is trying to come and help me because, as you can see, I desperately need it. Over here with Eladris and the dwarves. Looks like the dwarves are victorious. Blacklock engineers, they are down to 7, but only 3 of them are able to fire. Only 3 actual engineers. Got some more Ironfoot crossbowmen, Ironfoot axe throwers, and this looks like it is the last of Inarius' army. Sorry. It just has some Gwathi Arthand and some Hau-Hatal. Yeah, that doesn't... Looks like Inarius has been wiped clean. But over here, Angmar looks like he's finally rushing in. But very slow, monotonous. Barrow-Ice getting trampled over by their own good trolls of good to bad. Snaga archers are engaged with the Eminen archers. Oh, and look at the trolls just coming in, swinging their very big maces, killing men with single strokes. Arthanic Mike's-men looks like they're trying to run for their lives. They'll definitely get cut down by the halberds, just because of the quality. But his phalanx stands firm, untouched, waiting and waiting. So over on to the more action-packed, I would say, more where the military is engaged. I am on my last legs. I have some skirmishers over here, fighting some swordsmen. Some of the axemen routed, actually. More routing going on. I have a handful of spearmen holding here. Looks like they've barely survived. And the Medosu Guard, fairly healthy at 30. Got more Eastmark spearmen over here. And I do believe Cardolan has been wiped out. Yeah, Cardolan has mostly been wiped out. He does have some rangers over here, and we'll watch the charge. Oh, and they're running. Usually when units are running and they get rear charged, it is definitely a lot more brutal because they're not, I guess you could say, prepped for the charge. They're not grounded. And they're just getting butchered by the Ered of Aldburg and the 2 remaining Sons of Earl. Over here looks like some Eowyn Shield Maidens chasing down the Minotaur Roman Guardians, the Guathalo Trackers, and Sharpshooters. Just so much routing going on here. And the Eowyn Shield Maidens are trying to get them to stay routed, but the Guardians are back. And they could potentially cause massive havoc, especially these Black Serpent bodyguards just plowing through, killing well over half of this unit that has been left alive. As you can tell, I think they were at 60 some before, now they're down to 26. Very good charge. So it looks like it's just cleanup on this side. Over here, looks like Tundra's Fox does have a few more units left, and he's going to try to send them over to help his allies. He actually has quite a few units left. Inarius has some other Heruquinga. Nothing to sneeze at. But he's definitely trying to pepper down what remains of the dwarf force. Army. Over here we got the Witch Realm Scourge Raiders trying to wrap around. Go circle around. And get in for a rear charge. Guardians of Cardoom are taking on the Knights of Illuminas. Phalanx has been attacked by the pikemen. So it's pikemen on pikemen action with some trolls mixed in. Well, it's always good to see the meat grinders in action. Oh, very nice. Barrow-Wights are still walking. They're still walking. Still walking. Got some more halberds coming over here. Routing some Evident archers. There are 38 of them. They may or may not come back. I don't think they will. Snaga Stalkers. Looks like they're going to go and try to get into the Grey Company, which has been remained hidden this entire time. Oh, man. Oh, but their volleys going into the Angmar halberds just causing absolute havoc. Look at that number drop. Oh, number drops. Oh, it's so good to see. Like, It's so cool to see how just fast the number just drops. Oh, gotta love it. But yes, it looks like Arthedain is doing fairly well. Very, very well. Well, crumbling on this side. But in other parts where the Phalanx is still strong, looks like it's doing fairly well. But the Hoshari Shadows, they still have ammunition. Yes, they do. They can just easily line up and just shoot right down this line. Like, yep, just like that. And it was very effective. And this line, these pikemen will crumble very quickly. Oh man, that's just so good. They got them pinched. These pikemen can't move. And they're just getting butchered for it. Where'd they go? Oh, they ran away from the axe throwers and the dwarves, who came to help their Arthedain allies. Which is, you know, fairly, very, very good. Just a quick look over here and what's going on. Yeah, more cleanup crew. And yeah, the Minotaur Roman Guardians. Yeah. So cleanup crew is done cleaning up, and now everyone is trying to move over and assist the main battle against the Witch Realm of Angmar and the remnants of Imladris and the Haradrim. But the other enemy, Heruquinga, wherever they go, they'll definitely get you'll get a very good boost to the morale, the damage output. Snaga Stalkers, Snaga Archers, sorry, are trying to shoot into the Arthedain pikemen. Oh man, I just remember just some of the chat that we had during the battle. it will come in later near the ending frames, but I'll try to remember. Just some trash talk between me and Stewed Balrog. Oh no! 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 Oh, Tundras! There goes the whole unit of the Hoshari Shadows. Oh, that hurt. That hurt to watch. Oh, even experienced players can run into stakes. Just do that. Alright, we have some more Elder enemy. Heruquinga coming around, and they engage the dismounted Knights of Illuminas. And now they're pulling out. Oh, it looks like they're trying to go after the Grey Company. Oh, and it's a very good idea. Because the Grey Company they just drop like flies. They're really good at ranged, but not so much in melee. Or when they get hit. They're clearly DPS. They're full DPS at range. Damage per second for those who do not know. But they're super squishy. He's my squishy. And I don't remember the rest of the story, what she says. Anyway, continuing on. The other enemy, Heruquinga, are trying to wrap around, which is a very good idea. Looks like the one Earl of Dale is trying to do cycle charges into the Snaga Stalkers. Barrow Whites coming at him at an angle. The pikemen at an angle. But with the support of the dwarves, Arthedain has won on this flank. And Dale has arrived on scene. So sad for Witch Realm of Angmar. He fought so long and so hard. Now we have some of my remaining cav who got here on the scene, trying to do some rear charges. Alright, now you have to give it to them for holding out for so long against the combined might of, I don't know, 3.5 armies, 2.5. I mean, we got some Erebor Legionaries, 4 Nosarian Defenders, Arthedain Pikemen, Meadowsill Guard, Wardens of the North, just chopping through the Barrow Whites. Oh, it's glorious to see. Grey Company coming in for some rear charges. Okay, and so now I think it's around here that, oh yeah, I have like one Son of Earl left, and these Naga archers are routing, right? So Stewed Balrog is taunting me, or we're both taunting each other a little bit, and we're just chatting. I'm like, yeah, I have one Son of Earl left, and he's super good. Cycle charges. I mean, even though he is one, he's still not as effective, but a rear charge can still do wonders. And I believe he routed just the Snaga archers. And Steward of Balrog, a little bit of scouts in me. I'm sorry. Stewed Balrog was very upset. He's like, no, leave my Snaga alone. But of course, in the game, I just can't. I mean, easy target. Had to go at him. But then something happens. Someone comes back, or one other unit, and near the end of the battle, he has them just running off from the main line over here, over to the edge of the map, where I don't know, and pulls a move on me, just total taunt, but it's all in good fun, and I understand it. I loved it. I loved it. So I'm still doing my rear charges, and I think that this is the time that the Snaga archers return. Yes, they do return, and he does tell me about this. And so I believe I break off my cav to go in and go after his Snaga archers. Yes, this is the moment where he says, "Ha, they came back, mighty." And I got slightly upset because they came back, but all in good jest, I sent, my pitiful cav remnants over. So it's fine. And yeah, this is just the combined might of the remaining armies. He stands no chance. He stands no chance. Barrow Whites and I believe the Blackguard, yeah. Witchrealm Blackguard. And some routing pikemen, yeah, they just stand no chance. Oh, there's my Son of Earl. I think he dies, sadly. Oh well. So yeah, there's just this huge fight. He doesn't stand a chance, but he's a good sport about it. So that's all good. Oh yes. Oh, there he goes. Ah. The last Guardian of Karn Doom killed the last Son of Earl. Very upsetting. And you know what? Actually, talking about this and seeing it, the gloating that he did. See, this is the guy he's pulling back. He's pulling back the Guardian of Karn Doom, trying to get him away. But my Meadowsill Guard, I believe, were trying to get in there, but then, they went onto the Barrow Whites, and he is this Guardian of Karn Doom, who killed the last Son of Earl, is going to get out of this battle alive, because my cav is all the way over here. It killed all of the goblins. Yes, I got my satisfaction on that. But then he gloats. Look, mighty. Hold on. Wait, where is it? Oh, yes. Look, mighty. This guy is escaping. He's gonna make it. He's gonna make it. And and he admits defeat, so his guy can run out. Well, he's not gonna exactly run out, but he's close enough, and there's not enough frames that one can say he got away. Anyway, that's the battle, guys. Oh, good times. Good times when you can just chat and have fun with friends, online. Anyway, here are the the battle results. I have the most kills at 1,649. Stuart Dale, 1573. Pardon me, Lord Finron has 1565. Tundra's getting 1360. And yeah, so very well done on all sides. Over here, you can see what did the most damage for me, what I focused most on. Eowyn Shield Maidens and Metal Soul Guard all getting lots of good kills. Riddermark Skirmishers getting very well at 282. And yeah, that's my army. And that's the battle. I hope you guys have a good one and enjoy your rest of the day or night if you're watching this before bed.